Yo, what's going on, guys? We are live from Japan, from Tokyo. Well, we're not live, it's video, but whatever. Just wanted to chat a little bit. It's been hard for me to kind of get on here over the last couple days with the travel and all that stuff, so I wanted to get on here and put out some content for you guys. I know a lot of people are asking me, where's the content? Where's the content? We miss you. We miss you. So here I am. Anyway, um, just looked at the charts a little bit today. I mean, I say today, but I mean in the West, it's like midnight or something like that right now. It's 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon here in Japan when I'm recording this. So, but looking at the markets, Bitcoin got down to like 80,500 or something like that. Now, I talked a lot about before I left about Bitcoin possibly going down to 77, 78K before a bounce. Doesn't necessarily have to come down quite that far. 80 and a half would probably be sufficient for a bounce. Now, I think it's possible we could see Bitcoin come all the way back up. Doesn't have to come this high, but it could bounce all the way back up to, I believe there's two CME gaps. I believe there's one between 96,000 and there's another one between 104 and 110,000 that still have to be filled. So we could bounce that high. And if we did bounce all the way back up close to 110,500, well, I mean, it's bullish, but it's also bearish because that would form the right shoulder on a head and shoulders pattern on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin, which would signal, you know, a bear market at that point, right? Even though there's a lot of people who think we're in a bear market now, there's a lot of uncertainty, guys. I'm seeing half the people thinking we're in a bear market, half the people thinking we're not. Um, Either way, for me personally, I feel like DCAing into alts right now, and I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now, is a bad idea. I would, not financial advice, but I would just be DCAing into stablecoin or Bitcoin right now until we got confirmation of a local bottom. Um, and then again, I talked about, if we did come up to $110,500 or anywhere in that range to fill the CME gap, if you were thinking about exiting your positions or anything like that, well, then that might be the time to do it. Again, it's not financial advice, but now people have also been asking me, well, how do we invalidate the head and shoulders pattern? To invalidate it, we would need to start closing. Excuse me, guys. It's the jet lag still messing with me. We would have to start closing daily candles and weekly candles above $110,500, right? So for me, we need multiple daily closes, even a weekly close above that level to invalidate the head and shoulders pattern. Probably weekly though, because it's on the weekly time frame. So that's what I'd be looking for. Otherwise, once we hit that 110, even like 108,500, somewhere around there. Again, not financial advice. It might not be the worst thing in the world to start thinking about taking some profits off the table or exiting your positions for the potential of a bear market, right? Again, it's not financial advice. It is what it is, right? But there's just a lot of uncertainty left in the market right now. A lot of people have no idea what's going on. I mean, and listen, myself included, nobody knows what's going to happen here because we are in uncharted territory for the most part here, guys, right? I mean, we have not seen an altcoin season for the most part, which is first time ever. What I would say is we've not seen an altcoin yet, is what I would say, right? I'm of the state of mind of, if we're not going to see the true blow off top for alts, that doesn't mean we won't see rallies. Then for me, that also means we're not going to see the long drawn out bear market either, right? It's two ends of a spectrum. If you never got the highs, the extreme highs, you're not going to get the extreme lows. It's just the way that it works, right? As for the 4-year cycle, well, I guess the 4-year cycle, if 126K was the top, well, then the 4-year cycle's still intact. I don't know why no one's acknowledging this. People are still pretending the 4-year cycle's broken, but in the same breath, they're saying that 126,000 was the top. Well, if that's the case, like I said, then Bitcoin topped within the 4-year cycle, so the 4-year cycle's still intact, right? You can't have it both ways. So, but outside of that, guys, now what are my personal thoughts? Well, I mean, like I said, my thoughts are no one really knows what's going to happen, right? We're in uncharted territory. If there's content creators out there who are telling you with certainty one way or the other that they know which way the market's going to go, they're just lying to you for clicks, right? The long and short of it truly is this: we are in uncharted territory. This cycle is playing out differently than ever before. Is it an extended cycle? Maybe. Is Q2, Q3 of next year going to shock everybody and we see a run to the upside with Powell, his term ending at the Fed in May, with midterms coming up and voting in November of next year? Can the Republicans afford to have the markets looking as bad as they do right now when it comes time for midterms? No, because they're not going to stand a chance, right? So there is a lot of potential here. We're just seeing the end of quantitative tightening December 1st, right? We haven't even seen the beginning of quantitative easing or money printing or any of that stuff. So with all of that stuff in the back of your mind, in the back of my mind anyway, are we looking at an extended cycle as opposed to a bear market? Are we just entering a bear phase for the next few months, right? That's entirely possible, guys. Nothing at this point, I'm taking nothing off the table, nothing, right? So again, all we can do, and I say this all the time, all we can do, I've been saying this for 3 years, you must pay attention on a daily basis to what's going on. You have to. Let's go this way and check out some of the other views. You have to be paying attention on a daily basis to what's going on, right? Because the macro changes on a daily basis. And despite the fact that I've been saying that for over 3 years, right? People will still say, you keep moving the goalpost. I am not moving anything. I have been telling you for 3 years that if you are not paying it, I don't change the macro, right? I don't control what the government does. I don't control what Trump does with tariffs and all that kind of stuff. I don't control what Powell does. I don't control the jobs data that comes in late and stuff like that. I don't move anything, nor does any other YouTuber or content creator out there. I understand people, potentially having frustrations with the market not playing out as projected or as predicted based on past cycles. But to say, well, you keep moving the goalpost, I don't freaking control the macro, right? So no, I don't. What I do is I pay attention on a daily basis to what's going on the macro, and we update our thesis based on what's happening. That's life, right? That's what's true 6 months ago on the macro might not be true today. That's not someone changing or moving the goalpost. That's the world. That's things happening in the world, right? The macro doesn't freeze and just stay like that for 6 months. That's not the way that the world works, right? That is why I say, and have said for years, that if you are not paying attention to what's happening on the macro, you'll end up losing. How many times have you guys heard me say the set it and forget it mindset does not work in crypto because the macro changes on a regular basis? So I've been warning for years that the macro changes on a daily basis. And yet people will still have the audacity to say, you keep moving the goalpost. Are you an imbecile? I've been telling you for 3 years that the macro changes. I don't control the macro. I understand people being frustrated again that the market's not doing what they want when they want on the time frame that they want, and so am I. So I'm with you. We're in the same boat. right? We're in the same boat. That's what people don't understand. But I don't control it. No YouTuber out there controls it. All we can do is read the tea leaves, pardon the pun, and adjust our plans accordingly. That's all we can do. That's all you can do as well. You have the ability to do the same thing. But for now, we just keep paying attention on a daily basis to what's happening. And hopefully the macro creates favorable conditions for some sort of an altcoin season in 2026. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. If you want to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the macro, and you know which direction the market's going to be moving in on a daily basis, if you want to learn how to trade, we drop our daily trades in our trading group and all that stuff. Check out the Patreon. Join me and thousands of other members today to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest. You get our free newsletters and everything else. All of our training courses are free in the Patreon community. And right now, by the way, guys, it's 50% off. So check it out today. We got the Christmas holiday special going on right now for new members. Check it out. Again, the link is down below. Use the code down below. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.